Alright. Welcome back to the Salt Mines, where we watch StarCraft players have mental breakdowns. Today's a very special episode because it was actually sent in here by Brood Mummy. And what was very special about this is Brood Mummy has messaged and said they have only been playing StarCraft for less than 24 hours on the ladder. Now, Brood Mummy, I think they've already played campaign, they've, played some single player stuff. They were always too afraid to hop on ladder. They've hopped on ladder, and within their first 24 hours, this game has happened. And already it's starting, of course, with Zarasco saying hi from Athens on the Greek planet Earth. Now, what's interesting about this is I always feel like when people haven't hopped on ladder before, there's an experience you get, especially if you haven't been a big online gamer, where you encounter, some people call them netizens, some call them internet creatures. I feel like it's not a strong enough word for some of the people you will run into on the internet. Already Zara says, hi from Athens on the Greek planet Earth. I'm going to go out on a limb and say this person's not actually from Athens, and they're probably not Greek either. I'm just guessing, guys. I'm just guessing. They're also opening up with 2 supply depots before barracks and floating over 400 minerals. So you can tell this is going to be a very high-level game. Now, to be fair, Brood Mummy is doing the right order in that it's hatch, pool, gas. That's pretty good order, but a little bit lower on drones than normal. So neither player really has a proper opening. This is actual proper Silver League. And she did say, I'm playing Zerg. I've been playing against real people for less than 24 hours when I got into this game. And I wasn't really prepared for how insane this was. I'm only in Silver League. So that's the whole context I got. I read that and I was like, okay, I gotta check this out, man. We gotta check this out, because I truly feel like this is the situation where you find out if StarCraft ladder is for you. Are you someone who can handle the insanity of the crazy people on the internet, or will it turn you off online gaming forever? Let's find out if Brood Mummy can handle it, and what sort of an insane person Zaris is. Now, Zaris has a wall off, is building 3 Marines. Of course, no orbital in the main just yet, because this is looking a little bit special. I think we want to take a gold base, but Zaris, I'm quite sure by how long Zaris had that SCV selected before the command center was placed that they are clicking in the command card. I'm relatively certain we are not using the keyboard. I don't think we're at the level of StarCraft where the keyboard's being used. I think we're just at that that point with the keyboard. I think we're playing mouse only. Now, Brood Mummy's doing a decent job. I gotta say, if this is honestly your first day playing StarCraft, not bad. You're building drones, you're building queens. You do need to inject with those queens. We'll see if she remembers to do that at some point. Roachworm and Baneling Nest on hatchery tech, probably not usually necessary, but you know what? I see people all the way up to Platinum League just unnecessarily rush Roachworm and Baneling Nest just to have options available, so I'm not going to hate on it too much. Meanwhile, it looks like Zaris has got that command center started, as we mentioned on the gold, a factory and an engineering bay. And why are we getting an engineering bay? Because this is going to become a planetary, isn't it? Yeah, okay, so we've already, I think anyone who's played a fair amount of ladder knows exactly what sort of Terran this is. These guys are a dime a dozen until you get to like Diamond 2, and they start being less and less. And it is the turtliest of turtle mech players. Oh my god, he's building Silver League turrets. And they're all queued up with 1 SCV. Guys, why this side? Your opponent's down that. The most important area to build turrets is on the edge to stop them coming in. Now, to be fair, you could argue this is the edge. I guess if we're never securing a natural expansion and we're just camping on one base, yeah, but it's amazing. At least he knows how to use to queue buildings, which means he must know how to use shift. That's true. Zaris does know how to use shift. I don't think you could do that with mouse only unless you use like an MMO mouse you've reprogrammed. So that's impressive. Of course, for those who aren't experts in StarCraft or have never really played that much, the reason why you don't want to queue up buildings off of 1 worker is it means you basically have to have the money when you first place the building. So you're placing these buildings, and then that money's just stuck in escrow, essentially. It's stuck waiting until it gets built, whereas you could have been using that to build more command centers, more SCVs, all sorts of things that could build up to your futures. And this is just classic kind of noob tactics. And we're going to actually go for an orbital, not a planetary, but instead we're going to build a command center in the wall off, which no doubt is going to be a planetary. These guys are turtle mech players. Their goal generally is to sit in their corner of the map touching themselves and hope that you get frustrated enough to leave the game at some point. The counter to these players, once you see someone who's not expanding, building planetaries and tanks on one base is generally just to take 4 or 5 bases, drone up to about 80 or 90 workers, and then just overwhelm them with just about anything you want. Some of the best tools for Zerg are like, what, Swarmhost, Broodlords for breaking turtleneck players, but even just having mass, you know, Ling Bane armies actually works pretty damn well as well, because Banelings can just smash through the buildings and the wall-offs. But for now, we are definitely in a game of StarCraft. Remember, guys, Zaris did say, hi from Athens on the Greek planet Earth, and as Twitch chats pointed out, Athens is the cradle of culture and civilization, right? You play, you know, you play Greece in civilization, you're going for a cultural victory, right? You're getting the Acropolis as your special building, right? You know, it's, yeah, sure. Is this civilized, though? Because I think these guys think they're civilized. I don't know if they actually are. I do feel like sitting in your base building walls and layers of defenses kind of stupid. To be fair, the corner base is making this not entirely terrible, as finally the SCV count starts to grow on this planetary fortress. We've got tanks sieged up all around. The turrets are covering the back of the base excellently in case... you never know when Mutalisks are going to spawn off the edge of the map and just fly in from the corner. As you can see, Zaris has played a lot of campaigns with basically, you know, timed attacks that just come from the edge of the map. Something which your opponent can definitely do in the 1v1 competitive mode, if they have some sort of hack that we've never seen before. Anyways, tanks are coming out. Planetary is going to go up there. Once again, we've got 5 more, so 6 turrets queued off a single SCV. Oh, let's go check in on Brood Mummy, guys. Now, Brood Mummy, oh, she is injecting, guys. Hey, she's injecting pretty well. She's not floating that much energy at all. I'm very impressed, actually. Keep in mind, for those who don't know, you can keep injecting. So it just means when this one finishes, the next one will start without you having to place a new one in there. So if you've got extra energy, you can always queue those up. But 2 bases full, Roach speed, Bane speed, +1 carapace and +1 melee, +2 melee. Not bad macro by 7 minutes for a player who's literally in their first 24 hours of playing ladder. And she's going to go for a 3rd base. I would love to see her take that 3rd a bit earlier and the 4th as well. Remember, as a Zerg, taking a base seems scary, it seems risky, but this is your production. As a Zerg, you produce everything out of your main buildings, so you should always be taking bases earlier than you really want to drone them up, and it's only when you choose to drone it that you're really committing to that base, and you're going, oh, now I've got to worry about defending it. But until you do that, it's basically just, hey, I want another barracks, I want another gateway, I want a little bit more production to jazz things up. Oh my god, stop building missile turrets, what is this? Oh my god. Why? Remember, guys, so this is the problem, is low-level players will run into this, and they will just be like, oh no, how do I break this? You don't need to break it. The base is going to mine out. You get the entire map. You can do whatever you want. Obviously, you should break this if you find it, which unfortunately Brood Mummy has not found. But you don't need to break this. You can just ignore it. This is worthless. Like, don't get me wrong. You could go for, like I said, 20 swarm hosts and just throw locusts in and win the game. But there is no need to attack into that, because this player is gonna have to come out. And the way most players on the ladder lose to turtleneck players is they run their army into these tanks and planetaries, lose it all, and then this player floats out 3 command centers, takes planetaries everywhere, and the other players like can't rebuild or something like that. But if you have 80, 90 drones nice and early, it's really good. So like I said earlier, we're making Cloak? Why are we making Cloak? You're gonna make Cloak Banshees, are you? Cloak, Hyperflight Right Rotors, and Interference Matrix. Oh no. I used to do this whenever I was playing a new RTS. I would get overwhelmed because there was too much going on. So I would just click all the upgrades. My first time playing it. But I wouldn't know what any of the upgrades do. I wouldn't stop to read them. I'd just be like, I've got to click buttons, right? I've seen people play strategy games. RTS means just clicking things fast with no reason. We're also going to wall off our own mineral line with missile turrets. We're also now going to build 3 ghost academies. And we're going to make high-sec auto-tracking and building armor. Oh, such a disaster. Now, Brood Mummy, she's also suffering a little bit of a new player syndrome where she's got Roachling Bane, which is totally fine. But now she's built Infestors. Incredibly fancy unit. You don't want to build Infestors as a new player. Very hard to learn to use spellcasters. That's probably above your pay grade. Swarmhosts? I actually like Swarmhosts here if you make like 20 Swarmhosts and go throw Locusts at your opponent. But they're meant to go siege your opponent. They're meant to run over there and start throwing locusts in to do damage. But we're also, oh no, we're also clicking too many upgrades. Neuroparasite, Tunneling Claws, Hydroden. Oh, Brood Mummy's going for a lot of different things. I think both players are trying to click all the buttons right now, and this is going to be tough. Okay, how many Ghost Academies is this? 3 + 3. 6 Ghost Academies, guys. That makes sense. So we're going to go for Mass Nuke as Zarus. Very cool strategy. I love that we're making Interference Matrix, by the way. I mean, that just, to me, is absolutely brilliant. Yeah, I'm surprised we haven't seen a Battle Cruiser yet, says Twitch chat. Me too, guys. Now, to be fair, most of the time as a Zerg, you're waiting for the opponent to do something, and then you're responding to it. In this case, Brood Mummy, she hasn't seen anything her opponent's done. So let's go to her camera. Let's watch from her point of view. The APM, by the way, a blitzing 33 average for the Terran, 79 for Brood Mummy. And she's finally going to scout up the ramp. She sees multiple tanks. She doesn't even see the planetary on top of the ramp because the tanks kill her lings before she gets there. Okay, so what's she going to do? She's going to build Hydras, which is not bad, but she doesn't have Hydra upgrades, and Hydras are terrible without upgrades, and that's a real problem. By the way, the fact that she's upgraded this many things, taken 3 bases, saturated them, built this many different units and upgrades, and she's got units spread on the map. This is like exceptional play for your first day playing StarCraft ladder. I'm going to criticize what you do, Brood Mummy, but exceptional. You've done way better than I thought you'd be able to in your first 24 hours of ladder. But these Hydras really need upgrades, so they need the movement speed and the range so desperately. Now, she's chilling, she's macroing, puts another worker on gas. In these games where your opponent, you're confused by what they're doing, remember, guys, you can just basically grab your drones, and you can just go build a hatchery here, build a hatchery here, build a hatchery here. You can literally build 4 or 5 bases at once. You can hold the drone key down, go up to 80 drones, and that way you'll just have enough money and production to like rebuild really easily. I do like the opening up the different tech, though for some reason it looks like that Spire didn't go down. I'm not quite sure why. Now, Xeris has got 2 SCVs in the drop. Are you literally, is it just because you're, oh my god, Xeris just accidentally keeps walling the SCVs in behind the mineral line, and this Medevac's entire job is to pick up SCVs and bring them back out. Oh my god. Welcome to StarCraft 2 ladder, guys. This is the sort of thing you got to learn to deal with. You see, this SCV's stuck. The Medevac's waiting for it. Oh my god. Yep, look, there we go. That was worth building a Medevac for and spending your APM. I mean, it actually, and we're going to unload 2, not 3. Only 2 of the 3, and then we're going to start building more starports here. Why? And you know what's great is because a player who plays like this has no intention of really winning the game. They just want to sit there until their opponent gets frustrated. And they are completely impotent. And once you learn to recognize this sort of style, guys, and you just, like I said, take 5 bases, take 80 drones, roll over them with whatever you want, you're going to have a good time. Up until that point, this is the real litmus test for how much frustration you can handle in a StarCraft game. And Brood Mummy's doing pretty well, just chilling so far. She's finally making that Spire. She still hasn't made those 2 Hydra upgrades, which is so important if you're going to build Hydras. And her army is a bit of a hodgepodge with like 3 burrowed infestors and Hydras and things in base, but it's a decent enough fighting force. And the Terran player, of course, Zarus, at 13 minutes, has just hit 69 supply. Just gone past it to 71. 13 minutes, 69 supply, guys. That's pretty impressive. That's like going up 5 supply per minute of the game. That is an impressively slow level of build-up. Now, to be fair, buildings don't cost supply, and that is a lot of buildings, which achieve nothing. The units lost so far is 5 Zerglings, guys, 199 minerals. I think a building got cancelled as well. And there's an armory on the way, as well as a few more CCs in the main. Now, what's going on, guys? We've got 7 nukes. We do have 3 ghosts and an SCV in this drop. Why are we bringing SCVs? Or what are these guys doing? Oh, we're going to try and take an expansion. Wow, Zarus, so brave. It's that. Oh, Brood Mummy's going. She's like, I think I need to attack. I'm like maxed out, which makes sense. She's maxed out. She's like, I can't make more units. I got 5,000 minerals. I should do something. Oh, no, not like this. No, don't. No, Brood Mummy, don't go in there. Don't go in there. Don't go in there. No. Run away. Oh, no. Not like this. Hey, she threw the locust with the swarmers. The infestors are trying to get in there. She killed a siege tank. She's getting a few SCV kills. I thought she'd kill nothing, but she killed a siege tank. She got 4 SCV kills and a siege tank. And that's it. Oh my gosh, the planetary with 21 kills. She walks into the meat grinder. 31 kills on that tank, 21 for that tank. Poor noob kid. All dead. Poor noob kid. Your whole army's dead. This guy's whole strategy, like I said, is to sit there, hope the opponent gets annoyed and is silly enough to run up your ramp and get their army killed. And it's worked out, and he's now gloating. Brood Mummy's kind of like, oh, I think I took a bad fight. She's like, I did my placements yesterday, you know? Oh, just kind of like, look, I know I know that wasn't good. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying to figure some shit out, all right? We'll see what Zarus' response is. Does Zarus take the high ground, welcome a newcomer to the community with love, advice, and support? I'm hoping not, because honestly, if you take any advice from Zarus, you're going to become a much worse StarCraft player. This is not good StarCraft. This is objectively terrible StarCraft, guys. Zarus spending their last minerals on re-expanding, despite throwing away an entire army. You can see the resources lost, guys. 1,300 resources for Terran, 8,500 for Zerg. She's still winning. She's dominating this game because she actually has built a fourth base and put a few drones on it. To be fair, you know, her bases are mining out. She does need to transfer drones and take more hatcheries at a quicker rate. She's now built 25 corruptors. Uh-oh. Well, that's not great. Yes, there's a few air units, but corruptors don't shoot down, and that is a very real problem. This might be a few too many corruptors a bit too early in the game, and the other thing that we all learn early on, once you've played against a bunch of these turtle mech players, is always check every corner. The moment you know they're turtling, you put a Zergling to see if they're going to expand, and then you just check every corner. And if she'd done that, she could have killed this base, which means Zarus would be almost completely out of mining. He actually does still have gas in his main, but he stopped mining to repair his planetary. And apparently he has 29 workers, but not that many of them are in his main base anymore. Now, if she goes for Greater Spire, that'd be good. She's building more Hydras. Still no Hydra movement speed or groove spines. She needs those 2 Hydra upgrades. So important. She's building a few more Roach as well. So it's Roach Hydra. She's remaxed. She's a bit low on gas. So she is taking 2 more gases. Good job, Brood Mummy, on that. I'm obviously cheering for Brood Mummy, guys. I do think StarCraft... Did we just build a 3rd planetary in the mined out base? The level of IQ here just went below negative. And we're still building turrets and planetaries. You think this wasn't well defended enough? You just lost 1 siege tank defending a max Zerg army. You think you need a 3rd planetary? Mate, you've got no resources here. If she finds the corners, you're dead. If she kills the corners, you can't get more resources. Why are you spending more on static defenses? You can't lift this off, you absolute nincompoop. Carapace is on the way, as well as Adrenal Glands. Hey, she found the Hydra upgrades! Brood Mummy! I'm cheering for her for 2 reasons. Number 1, I think his playstyle is obnoxious. Number 2, it's her first day playing StarCraft. Number 3, I don't know, I'm a Zerg stan. I don't really have a number 3. But yeah, come on, Brood Mummy, you could do this. She's making all the upgrades. The thing is, her upgrades actually have made a little bit more sense than his as well. The Neural Parasite didn't work out, of course, but that is just because he was sitting up a ramp behind Planetary Turret. She's trying to scout. I do like that as well. She's like, what's going on in there? What is this? You imagine it's your first day playing StarCraft ladder, you're trying to figure out what's happening, you're like, what? Is this entire base ringed with missile turrets? It's that thing where you're just like, as a new player, like, what's happening? No, don't fly in there. No, Brood Mummy. Oh, no, not like this. No, not like this. No. Okay, well, she will burn that missile turret down, but she does lose quite a few units. 1 Corruptor and a few Roaches. Not the end of the world, at least it frees up some supply. I think the main thing she needs to remember is Greater Spire, but she's queuing up the air and armor upgrades. She might not know about Brood Lords. She's making a lot of Ravagers, which are a pretty advanced spell to cast. I wonder if she's watched like Bronze to GM or something and she's set up like Rapid Fire and that sort of stuff. Terran's gonna scan here because, oh, he's doing something! 18 minutes into the game, he's making his first play. Zarus Ghost! It was in the name the whole time. Zarus Ghost, he didn't even cloak before he unloads! He unloads in the base, then he cloaks. Oh my god, he's so stupid. Okay, we're gonna see the triple nuke drop. This is the... so dumb. If you do this, you're meant to cloak the ghosts before you go in the base so they don't realize that you're unloading them. Anyways, the nukes are gonna come down and clear the tech. Oh, that's pretty brutal. Has she ever dealt with a nuke before? I doubt it. So for those who don't know, guys, when you play against a nuke in StarCraft, basically you're just here doing your business and you'll hear nuclear launch detected. And then you'll have to look around and you'll have to find a little red dot, which, there we go. And if you can't find it, you don't have any idea that nuke's going to come down. If you kill the ghost within about, what, 10, 12 seconds, you can kill it. But otherwise, it's going to be rough. Pig, what's up with the audio? You guys tell me, did the audio screw up? You guys got to explain that. I could fix it if so. Spire, Roach-Roar in that. Triple nuke comes down. The Roach-Roar and the Spire go down. She's lost all of her tech. Is he going to win like this? No, Brood Mummy, come back. She needs Overseers as well. She does have 8 Overseers, but they're not with her army. She just needs to bring her whole army back and kill these. It should be fine. Oh, here we go. Triple nuke on the Natty. Oh no, there's a lot of drones as well. She's got a lot of money, so she can rebuild this, but this is all of her lava going down as well. She has so much lava there. She's got 49 on the map. Oh, 20 drones and a queen going down. Brood Mummy. Wait, she's walked away from the computer. He shit-talked her. She walked away. She's back. She's back. She just came back. She's been nuked 9 times. She's been AFK, guys. She's been nuked 9 times while AFK. She's come back. I think. Her Corruptors are going to run up there. Corruptors can't attack an missile. Okay, she's going to attack the top right, but she's not dealing with this. Wait, her Overseers have found it. Oh, okay. She does lose a bunch of Overseers there, getting supply cap, but she finds the ghosts as well. She does lose the rest of the tech in the main. At the same time, the Roach Ravager runs into the top right. Let's see what she can do. Okay, 1 planetary on its own needs to mass repair. It's not repairing. Zarus is not repairing. Zarus with the reaction speed of an absolute baboon, unable to repair in time. I think she can bile this down. Was she using bile at all? I'm not sure. The Corruptors are going to fly in. Oh, no, Corruptors, please go away. Corruptors, please go away. She does drop the biles, clears up the planetary. The Corruptors taking big damage from these turrets, but to be fair, she already has too many Corruptors, so losing a few is not the end of the world. And she is going to clean up that top right base, which is honestly the only mining base right now of Zarus anyway. Zarus never actually landed a command center down here, guys. So he's mined this base out. He's got 1,000 in minerals, 1,600 gas. He's wasted all of his money on buildings that don't do anything. He's got a few Vikings, a few Banshees, a few Ghosts, and a few tanks. He's like, I nuked you. And he's trying to run his SCVs away. He's like, I'm going to hide a base here. She'll never expect it. He did, of course, go just past an Overlord. The Overlord was in his vision. He also scanned on the map there, which, you know, your opponents can see your scan. So it's kind of like going, hey, opponent, I'm looking here. I'm going to do something over here. It's why in pro level, if someone scans your main base, you usually move because you know there's a drop about to come in. They're checking if you've got anti-air to deal with the drop, you know? Like, this is basic StarCraft. Zarus decides to take another hidden base right next to the base that just died and in vision of an Overlord that literally sees everything. And that is going to be a big cancel. There goes the last bit of mineral bank. The turrets aren't even all canceling. That's 400 minerals you're leaving on the table, mate. Rude. Why is she running away? Bravo, noob kid. Well done. You killed the base, noob kid. Well done. Dude, we got some really high-level gamers in here, man. Oh, she piled down 2 or 3 of her own Corruptors. Oh, my gosh. Oh, ouch. Ouch. Oh, you want to win so much, eh? Look at you. You're attacking my base. Oh, you actually expanded and built an army of roaches and ravages. Wow. Oh, look, I build units that actually win games rather than doing cool plays like me. I do ghost drops because I'm a real gamer. I'm a real StarCraft player. She's actually rebuilt some tech impressively, guys. She's got a Lurker Den, an Infestation, and a Hydra Den. She does need a spawning pool so she can remake a lair. And most importantly, that one step I talked about earlier, you need to just go take all the bases. You got to go take all the bases so you've got more production because she doesn't have a lot of lava to reproduce. That's the scary thing right now. Oh, she's got the spawning pool going back down. Nice. And she's got map control. I think she's kind of like wondering what to do here. Oh, no, Overseers. Oh, no. We got to use that F2. She's using control groups too well for her own good. But here we go. Overseers are on the control group, it looks like. Oh, don't bile. Stop biling your own Corruptors. Just let the Corruptors deal with it. She does deal with it eventually. The Corruptors and the Roach Ravager being on the same control group is really hurting. Ow, 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 ow. But you know what? She cleans up a few of the SCVs. And that is something. She's got a giant army of Lurkers, which is not going to be... No, please don't go up that main with Lurkers. No. Brood Mummy, you don't need to run up that ramp. You're winning this game. Take more bases and chill. You do not need to run up that ramp. Is the Overseer in range? Yes, it is. She kills the Ghost. Nuke denied. Okay, so all she needs to do, guys, take some bases, rebuild the tech, keep injecting, and just, you know, you can make Broodlords. No, no, Brood Mommy, don't go in there. She doesn't have high ground vision either. She can't see up that ramp right now. The Lurkers are there. The Corruptors are going to come spot the high ground. No, ow. Oh, the Corruptors are actually going to kill all the Vikings, funnily enough, despite there being about 50 turrets. Oh my god, she burrows on top of the turrets are there for detection. The planetary siege tank absolutely massacring. You just don't need to run up this ramp ever. Don't go up there. Oh, and he's nuking her from behind, you bloody bully, mate. Get out of here. He's nuking her single lurk. He could literally just move a siege tank forward. It would do the same thing, but he's gonna nuke a single lurker here, and that will work. That lurker. Whoa! Oh my god, it just got blasted onto the planetary, and then it looks almost like it's hovering in the air, doesn't it? She's building Zerglings. Oh no, that's the worst thing to build. That's the least lava efficient unit. Oh no. Usually I let noob kids like you to win. So Zarus here is so good at the game, he's saying, normally I let you noob kids win. I'm so good at StarCraft. Oh, by the way, he killed the main like 8 minutes ago, and only now he's making the joke. Oh, by the way, you forgot to build a main base, LOL. Oh, oh, the cringe is so real. It's actually hurting me, the amount of cringe. Like, what? How is this giving you joy? How? You're taunting a noob, sweetie. You must not get laid off. And yes, she's a real StarCraft player. I fucking knew it. I knew it. I knew she's a real StarCraft player. She goes straight for the weak spot. Oh, straight for the weak spot. And if everyone is taunting you in a video game, oh man, oh that's actually harsh. Brood Mommy. I mean, we know, yeah, he is exhibiting some absolutely just picture perfect textbook maidenless behavior, as we've all started calling it since Elden Ring. I mean, this one definitely is maidenless, 100%. So I think you are correct in that assessment. Unfortunately, the nukes are coming in. Oh no, it's gonna be a lot of drones going down. She's only got Lings and Hydras, guys. Take this, sweetie. Oh, she caught him, sweetie. He said, you must not get laid much. The hatchery surviving on 1 hit point is kind of funny. And he answers with, take this, sweetie. This is truly, wow, very high level. 47 kills, 27 kills, and 63 kills on one of those ghosts, by the way. Guys, one of those ghosts has 63 kills. Most of it, I think, is lava, but still. I only laugh. I won this game. I'm so good. I built 3 planetaries in my main, 47 Mistar turrets, and 9 ghost academies. No more time for you, kid. I'm a cool guy. Bye-bye, loser. Yeah. Well, she is rebuilding some hatcheries now, which is good. So she's still got this game in the bag with 10k minerals, 3k gas. And her opponent being more impotent than anyone I've ever seen before. Literally can't even get mining on his natural. 28 minutes into the game, says, I'm gonna go find a real player. I'm not gonna waste my time with you, and leaves the game. And you know what's funny, guys? I think some people might look at that and go, oh, he's smurfing, so he's a smurf. But I think this player actually had nothing left. There was no nukes, there was no money. There's no way of getting outside of this main to mine elsewhere. I don't think Zarus could win. I think Zarus is just an absolute Sigma incel grind set cool dude, and realize they have no money. She has endless money. She can just keep rebuilding. He's out of nukes, which was literally the only thing he did in the entire game. Literally the only thing he did this entire game was sit in his base building buildings, and then he did a couple of nuke drops. He never moved out a Banshee or a Battlecruiser or a Hellion. He took a hidden base, but he never tried to defend it or the other hidden base. Like, literally 28 minutes, and he has done a few nuke drops and nothing else. I think he realizes that he has to let his opponents win because there's literally no way for him to win the game unless his opponent throws away all of their workers up his ramp, because he can't actively go and kill them because he's that bad at StarCraft. GG, well played. Brood Mommy, shout out to you for winning a game while trading at 2.5 to 1 cost inefficiency. And congrats on weathering the storm. I think the fact that, yes, you threw some armies away, you made some dumb decisions, but you rebuilt. You lost your main, you rebuilt some tech. You did re-expand, and when your opponent talked shit to you, you answered by insulting their lack of romantic companionship. This shows you have the makings of a true elite gamer. If you stick with it, at least Masters League, probably Grandmaster is in your future. Please send us updates on your progress as you get more involved in SC2 ladder. Thank you everyone for watching the Salt Mines, guys. Really appreciate the support. If you want to check out the Patreon, links down below. If you've got crazy replays, send them in. There's been a lot of submissions recently, and I appreciate it. It's really nice to have a lot of new submissions. Send those ones in. Follow the format as always. Big thanks, Pete and N, Dragosar, and everyone else here on the Wall of Bacon. We'll see you guys next time. Goodbye and good night.